build it up to his public testimony, which of course they won't allow you to do because they don't want you speaking publicly. They want the rat Cohen speaking publicly. But Mindy Robinson, let's get Mindy in here because she's actually covering something else right now. If you want to comment about what we're talking about, feel free, Mindy, obviously. But I know that you're just waging absolute warfare against the sexualization of children happening on social media right now. Is there anything that you want to update my audience on as far as that journey is concerned? I've been noticing you keep flagging these accounts. You keep finding these disgusting images. I mean, we don't have to show them. But what's going on with that endeavor?
You know, when I did all this work and all this expose, I was kind of expecting it to be big. Like, I figured it was bipartisan. It was something everyone should be behind. Like, no one wants pedophiles on Twitter trying to talk to their kids. It just shouldn't happen. And I did not find that. In fact, there've been a few articles coming out kind of trying to discredit it, saying, oh, they're just 4chan trolls and stuff. Like, no normal human being pretends to be a pedophile for, you know, fun online unless, you know, they are one. I mean, it's just bizarre. So I think the next leg of my work is actually just proving that these aren't just random people. I mean, these are real people. Some of these are real accounts. You can trace them back. And some of these have been on for years. Like, even before they call themselves, you know, the euphemism of MAPS, which is just another word for pedophile. I mean, some of these, they're from years, 10 years some of these have been on. So how are these just recent trolls? No, there was an influx because Tumblr, you know, got rid of pornography. And so they kind of jumped on Twitter. And, you know, I'm just being, the rabbit hole goes deeper. There's chat rooms. What these people are saying to each other is absolutely vile. But yet, you know, even on TV, you've got the sexualization of 10-year-olds in dresses and all this other stuff. I don't get it. I don't understand why people aren't more upset or they're afraid to, you know, not be politically correct. Like, it has nothing to do with LGBT rights. These are children. They're not supposed to be sexualized or even know what they are for a long time.
Well, you know what I think has happened is I think during the whole Pizzagate WikiLeaks phenomenon, they turned the whole issue of pedophilia into a conspiracy theory. And so now when people start to see that or people exposing that, they immediately have their callous response of, oh, you're just a conspiracy theorist. No, this is real stuff. You're pointing it out in real time. But the rub here, no pun intended, is that, I mean, you can go on Twitter and I'm sure you can find the most disgusting porn that you would want. I mean, you know, obviously there's pedophilic images on there that unfortunately people have run into and had to flag. But Roger, that's allowed to operate. That's allowed to exist. Oh, but if you're Roger Stone and you say something political or you say something that's maybe not nice, you get banned, Roger.
Yeah, it's really extraordinary. So you can defend pedophilia. You can, but if you attack Jews or Christians or Catholics or white people, well, that's permissible. But don't criticize radical Islam. And I really think that's the back door to this pedophilia, because pedophilia is an important part of that culture. Or don't criticize pedophiles, because that will get you banned. Keith Olbermann can advocate the violent assassination of President Donald Trump. He still has a little blue check mark on Twitter. But I hurt Jake Tapper's feelings under their extraordinarily vague community guidelines, and I am immediately banned. This is the greatest single issue facing the country today, because without a voice, without the ability to communicate to the broader American people, we can't possibly win in 2020 or beyond. In all honesty, the president's reform agenda, the president's reelection, indeed the president's legacy, are completely and totally contingent on a free, vibrant, robust, and accessible internet. And without that, we can have a boom economy, and we can have unprecedented prosperity. We can seal our borders. We can have ultimate success of the American dream, and the president will still not get reelected. They know that their monopoly on communications was broken in 2016. They know that we took power from ABC, NBC, CBS, the New York Times, the Washington Post, and dare I say it, the Wall Street Journal, and that we could compete through the internet. And therefore, the lies spread about Donald Trump, and more importantly, the cover-up of the antics of Bill and Hillary Clinton could no longer hold. That's why they're trying to put the toothpaste back in the tube. That's why they're trying to censor us, and their unwillingness to censor pedophiles. And Mindy's done an extraordinary job of tracking this stuff down and documenting it on her site, redwhiteandfu.com, which I strongly recommend you visit, is really extraordinary. On the other side, we're going to talk about an exciting new movie, Roe v. Wade, that's coming to a theater near you. Mindy's in it, an incredible actress. I actually am in it in a minor role. To get in character, I play a Washington Post reporter, so I had to be an obnoxious know-it-all a-hole. It was very hard for me, but I managed. I had to shoot my little clip about 9 times. We're going to talk about that on the other side because, you see, Facebook doesn't want you to know about this dynamic new movie and what's coming your way. It's a perfect example of the kind of censorship we're facing today in the battle for ideas. I'm Roger Stone with Owen Schroyer, Andy, the great Mindy Robinson, and we'll be right back.
Ladies and gentlemen,